So we're starting to see a little bit more of the voices, and you touched on whether other passengers are affected the same way you are. Can you tell us a little bit more about where that's going to go?
Well, not all the passengers are experiencing these callings, we're calling them. Some are, some aren't. And the callings present themselves in different ways as we go forward. Sometimes they're voices, sometimes it's a sound, sometimes it's music like we saw in the second episode. Sometimes it could be sight, sometimes they see things. So as we go forward, they're going to manifest in different ways.
I decided to call Manifest fans Manifestos.
Manifesto, we're calling them manifestors.
Manifestors.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
but you can create a different faction. Why not?
How is to build a character layer for layer because we don't know the whole story?
How do I do it?
Yes.
I build a character. It all starts with me with the script. So it starts with the words, and you build from there. There's a history, of course, that the characters have, so that all comes into play, and you just keep building and building from that. You figure out what the history of the character is and what he was like before we meet him as an audience, and hopefully as an actor you bring that to the screen, and then you just keep building on top of that as we go forward with the new information that we learn about him.
When you got the scripts, two questions. When you got the scripts and you were reading it, did you have a strong Lost vibe in there?
Yes.
And how much in advance, or how far in advance were you allowed to read with it?
Yeah, when I first read the script, I got a strong Lost vibe about it, which is great. And we have been compared to a Lost type show, and I think that's a great comparison. Lost was such a phenomenal show that paved the way for shows like ours. But in terms, our show is a little different than Lost, and it definitely takes a page out of Lost's book. But where Lost meets This Is Us. And it's not only is it about the high concept mythology of our show, but it's also about this very grounded family drama that we're presented with, and the complexities that this family is going through. As far as how far in advance I am with the story, I'm as far as I am shooting. So I'm on episode 9 right now, and that's as far as I go. I don't want to know any more beyond that. I want to discover it along with the character. So I've told Jeff Rake not to tell me a thing. So I'm going to discover it kind of along with you guys.
So what can we expect with your character in regards to his relationship with Grace? Grace is like the big secrets right now.
It's so complicated, and that's one of the most complicated things about what's going on with them, as characters, with Ben and Grace, with Michaela, is that we're all keeping these secrets from each other. And Ben, everything Ben is doing at this moment, as far as he goes, it's for his family. He's protecting his family. He fears that they're all in very grave danger, that they're being watched. We already know someone has been killed. By who, we don't know. Ben has his ideas about who. So he wants to keep his family as safe as possible. At the same time, he's going down this road of trying to find a legitimate answer to what happened to them on that plane. And as he gets further and further down that road, it becomes this obsession. And it's not just a fascination, it becomes a compulsion. It becomes like a mania for him. And that's not going to turn out so well, I don't think. And so he has that, but he's also keeping that a secret from everyone else, from Grace. Grace has this secret, that she has this whole other life, that she fell in love with someone else, that she has this other lover. That we will find out about. Of course, Ben now knows about him. From the second episode, he knows that he exists. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't, or she, or her name, or his name, but we're going to find that out very soon. They're going to meet very soon. What also makes that very complicated is there's no blame. You can't blame Grace because as far as she was aware, he was gone. He was dead. I think Ben would like to feel that he is a bigger man, that he could somehow try to incorporate this other person into the life. I don't know how well that's going to do for him. I don't know if he's going to be able to be big enough to handle that kind of intrusion, I guess. But it's complicated stuff. Complicated stuff. That's what makes it so complicated, is there is no blame. And then all these secrets piled on top of everything, and he's just trying to keep his family safe. He's vowed to be a better father to his kids. He wants to get to know them better. His daughter is now this amazing young woman who's grown up that he doesn't know at all, that he has to try to create another relationship with, and in doing that, at the same time that he's going down this obsessive road to try to figure out what happened to them to keep them safe, he ends up distancing himself even more from his family, which is going to be a tough road. It's not an easy road for old Ben.
Yeah. Would you say the answers are found very quickly throughout, or like is there something revealed every week? Do you think it's like that, or like some shows like Lost where it's just drawn up?
I think it's both. I think we'll find answers out about certain things in every episode, but I also think that there will be more questions at the end of each episode. So it just continues along. But I do think we find answers about certain things after the end of each episode, for sure. But that doesn't mean that there's not more questions after.
Now, how do you see this new ability affecting your character's relationship with his sister? They already had some strain on their relationship before the whole plane trip, and now there's this new added connection. Is it a plus? Is it a minus?
I think it's both. I think it is a plus and a minus, what's happening to Ben and Michaela. You know, they're brother and sister. They're the best of friends, the worst of enemies, but they always have each other's back 100%, and they're always there for each other. And in a way, they only have each other in this endeavor at the moment. They have each other to lean on. They both went through the same experiences. As far as what's happening to them, the callings, the event, it does strain them in a certain way, because Michaela thinks it's one thing and Ben thinks there's an answer. Michaela thinks more spiritually, Ben is more fact-based. So he wants to find a legitimate answer, and I think they will bump up against each other about that, but they have unconditional love, and they will always be there for each other. And I think as we go forward in the story, things will happen that might just start to sway Ben in one direction or another. Thanks so much. Nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of the day.